Oh yeah, welcome back. We're doing a Hollow Knight, baby. Oh, we're gonna ring that bell. We're ringing that bell. That Hollow Knight bell. Oh, it's been a good day today. Got a lot of stuff done in all places at all times. Let's try to get the wall jump now. So I pumped the game volume up 1 pip, and hopefully it's not too loud. I just noticed that the volume on Celeste, because I did my Celeste videos also, the volume on Celeste was a little bit nicer when it was just slightly higher up. So, you know, like this game's got great music and it's got good sound design, so you know I want you to be able to hear that. Uh-oh, like that. I want you to hear me getting crunched. So I'm going back up this way because I want to go get that spell that I just would not shut up about. And yeah, I mean, like I was thinking about it, I could have actually gone, I could have gotten the tram pass and then I could have gone to the resting grounds with that from Forgotten Crossroads and I could have gotten the Dream Nail, you know, then. But that's not the route I want to take. Also, there's not really any reason, you don't have to get the Dream Nail early. It's not... Woohoo! It's not very good from the standpoint of getting soul back from stuff because its attack is so slow until you get the, whatever that one charm is called. Is it Dreamweaver, like the song? Dreamweaver! Oh, wait, I don't have a map for here, so this doesn't help me. Is this the exit? Yeah, I missed it. I gotta go back down. Fog Canyon. Canyon Fog. Yon Fog over there. Not ideal. I got a lot of Geo though. Got quite a bit. Oh shit. So that's good. I don't know what I'm gonna spend it on though. I'll take the hit, it's fine. I'll take the other hit, it's fine. I'll take a third hit. Nope. There are... Yep. There are little lifeblood dudes up here. I should probably grab those. Because I'm being a dope. Getting hit by all the boys. All the boys brought to the yard. My lifeblood brings all the boys to the yard. And they're like, you must repel the radiance. Here we go. It's very easy, I feel like, for beginners to miss this because you really gotta trek back here. But I guess if you kind of forget, you can go to City of Tears next. Like you forget about that entrance, then you might end up trekking back and finding this on the way. So who knows? Overgrown mound. My overgrown mound also brings all the boys to the yard. Oh wait, that's right. I have the that's right. I have Gathering Swarm equipped so that I don't have to chase down Geo anymore. Nah, just easier to bat these guys this way. Yep. Oh, that's right. And I got uh-oh. Almost. Got Thorns of Agony on also for just a little bit extra help. Uh-oh. Nah, I'll just do that. Just do a little left tap. Okay. 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 Blink, and then shortcut. So you'll notice that this is another snail, because it's related to the snail shaman you got the first spell from. I remember seeing the original trailer for this game, and the snails, they had like a much larger snail. So now this is the up spell. It's pretty good against enemies that are above you, like so. And the upgraded version is very powerful. And they even give you some guys right outside of this door here that it's very effective to hit them with it. See? You get all 3 of them at once. That was just one cast. I like it when games do that. They're like, we're going to give you an opportunity to try this thing out and see how it's useful. Oh, there goes all my lifeblood. That's okay, because I got my spell. And that's what I'm after. So, okay, where do I want to go now? I don't have a map. This is all part of Fog Canyon still. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do the route that I took when I first played this game, which is onto City of Tears and then Soul Sanctum, because I happen to like that route. That's a good boss fight, too. He's very challenging. He's a very scary boy, Soul Master, when you first meet him, and it's such a cheeky fight. Oh, I love it. I won't spoil too much, but it's such a cheeky fight. Oh, we're good. I could store some Geo with Millibel for Yucks. I don't want to trigger it yet though. I'd rather get up to like way more and then do the biggest one as possible, because you triple your Geo. Whatever you give her, you get triple back. Oh yeah, I haven't talked to this friend over here yet. I need to do that. Talk to all the friends. Hello. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station, and the taste is just fine. This place must once have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands. That misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay here. Feel free to stop by any time. Although I do like the quiet in this station, a little company is always good for one's health. This friendly giraffe bug. And oh, you can actually get up there too once you have the double jump and you can see what's up there. Yeah, the character's just there, just 100% story, 100% world feel, which I love. More games got to do that. Just add a character whose sole purpose is just to be there. You know, I'll stop back to Dirtmouth and pick up some stuff. Maybe I will pick up the key so I don't have to go backtracking. Well, it's not really backtracking. I know where the other key is. It's not really that hard to get to either. Let's see, I mostly just want to get charm. Oh, speaking of charms, that's what I want to do. I want to go to Salubra. And I want to pick up all the charms she's got. I could get the rest of the map stuff, but I will go ahead and save my Geo here to go pick up what Salubra's got. Because that will, I don't know, it's fun to have all the charms and such. Also, charm notches. Oh, it's Tiso again. Yeah, pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Someone plays Dark Souls. Leave me be. It's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Yeah, I know, you're very grumpy. And you get chumped later, like a chump. Who do you think you are, some kind of chump? Well, you're right about that. I don't think there's anything else. You know, hold on. Not quite what I was after, but I'll take it. I wanted to go ahead and, I guess I'll heal myself the once. Grab the soul from this is what I was after. Spend a little bit on that heal. It's alright. Probably ended up net neutral after all said and done there. But that's fine. That's alright. Oh yeah, check it out. It's the White King's symbol, like right there. This four-pronged thing. Or like sometimes it's got 4 prongs and sometimes it has 3, right? Salubra. Yeah, so okay, so do we have enough? We do. So I need 8 more to get the extra one there, but first things first, we're gonna get the Charm Notch. I don't actually plan on using Quick Focus. You know, I'll get Long Nail because it mixes with Mark of Pride. I don't really have the charm slots for it. Fuck it, I'll get Quick Focus. It's expansive, and then I can afford... I don't really get a lot of... I'm not going to get a lot of use of a Steady Body either, but I will need Lifeblood Heart at one point to get... Is it the last Lifeblood Charm, or is it just like a piece of something? I forget. Okay, so I wanted to adjust these things because I wanted to put... What do I want to put on with this? I want to keep these two on, and I want to keep this on for the viewers, for you, the viewer. I could do Soul Catcher. I could do Long Nail, though it's not a huge help. I'll just do Soul Catcher for the little bit extra focus that I get. It increases your soul gain from 11 to... God, I was the one who put this information on... Well, I corrected the information that was on the wiki. I didn't put the original stuff on there. But I think it's up to 14. Let's see. Then the other one gives you... 8? Is that right? So there's 2 charms that give you increased focus or increased soul gain from damage. Your base soul gain is 11. So 9 hits fills up the soul meter, and then each spell uses 33. If you're not following along, what I mean is you can cast 3 spells per full soul globe. Go back to main station, and yeah, we're going to go to City of Tears. You get 3 spell casts per soul globe, and it takes 3 hits to get 1 spell. So if you have both of the soul gathering charms equipped, you get 22 soul per hit, and so you can cast a spell in just 2 hits with 1/3 left over. So in 3 attacks, you can get 2 spells instead of 1. It doubles the amount you get. The first charm, the one I'm wearing, the soul catcher, gives you, I want to say it gives you 3 extra, so it increases it to 14. And then the other one, yeah, 3. I think it's 3 and 8. And then the second one increases it by 8, so that it doesn't matter what combination you have on. If you just have one, it'll still give you 3 or 8, and if you have the other, it'll give you whatever the amount is. So you always end up getting 22 with both, or 14 or 19 if you only have the one. Where am I going? Yeah, I'll go the down path. It'll be a lot quicker here. And then, additionally, there is a charm that will reduce the amount of soul that it takes to cast spells, not to focus, but just to attack spells. It reduces it from 33 to 24, which means that you can almost just barely not cast a spell from a single hit. And if you have something like the Grub Song equipped, which makes it so that you get soul, I think you get 15 soul when you take damage, you can very quickly cycle through your soul generation. So it's very good stuff. In fact, the Grub Song has a synergy with one of the other charms, Grubber Fly's Elegy, which is the one you get for getting all the grubs. Very good. Excellent job, me. And when you have both of those equipped, then the Grub Song will give you 25 soul every time you take damage. So that's really nice because it means that if you have the soul cost reduction stuff on too, you can cast or even just if you have just the one soul cost reduction charm. Yeah, what's this say? Here ends the pilgrim's way. Hollowness heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share in its glory. Great. So if you, woo! Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. I was actually just kind of curious if there was something up there, but I guess there wasn't. Or down there. I don't need to be struggling as much. I'm very comfortable with the platforming stuff. So if you have the, I think it's called Soul Twister, the one that the spells cost cheaper. If you have that and Grub Song and Grubber Fly's Elegy on all at once, you can get 1 free spell every time you take damage, which is pretty cool. Especially if you have something like Hive Blood equipped and you can get a health back after, was it 20 seconds or whatever. There's a lot of fun synergies in this game. I think they did a really good job with the charm system, where they're impactful but they're not broken necessarily. I would say the only one that's like potentially broken is like some of the attack ones. Like Unbreakable Strength is just, you know, why wouldn't you do it unless you're going for a full spell build? So that's where the City Crest is the item we got from the very first boss, the something Knight. I forget what it was, but you can't go through this door unless you beat him. So if you skip him, this path isn't open to you, and you have to go through another way. You either have to fight him later, or you get into City of Tears some other way. The door closes behind you anyways. It intentionally doesn't slam shut until you're too far away to get crushed by it. And then if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to go up this way and leave, the game's like, I don't think so, bud. I don't think so, Tim. It's because it's got the quaky ground that you need the slam for, Desolate Dive. So onward to glory! Love it. Oh, wait, those guys explode. That was good spacing on my part. Very lucky. Uh-oh. Oh, man. He got me. I got. I hope my pride will ever recover. These guys are not bad. Pretty much just stay above him. Or clash with them like that. These guys, though. My nutsack. And I mean, those guys are repeats from Forgotten Crossroads. It's just sort of like the enemies in this area are all soldiers and citizens. They're not, They're not, like, more animal like some of the other areas. These are, like, people. Wait, I want to go there. I knew it was coming up, too. The great gates have been sealed. None shall enter. None shall leave. I mean, I was there. Yeah, I saw it. It happened. I don't think there's anything up there. I could check. Oh, hey, it's Quirrell. The capital lies before us, my friend. What a somber place it seems, and one that holds the answers to many a mystery. I too have felt the pull of this place, though now I sit before it, I find myself hesitant to descend. Is it fear, I wonder, or something else that holds me back? The city looks to be built into an enormous cavern, and the rain pours down from the cracks in the stone above. There must be a lot of water up there somewhere. I suppose if the cave roof stayed strong this long, it should hold for us. Before I leave this kingdom, I'd like to see where all that water comes from. What a sight it must be. If you look down from here through the rain, you can just make out those twisted sentries. Their husks still stuck in endless patrol. I'd be cautious around them, my short friend. That training will not have been forgotten. This city presents some formidable foes. Isn't this a wonderful spot for a rest? I so love the sound of the rain upon glass. It is. But no map yet. I know where the map is. Oh, I just noticed when you sit down here, Quirrell, like, looks over at you. He's like, how's it going, bud? That's cute. There's not a lot of breakable walls in here that I recall, or at least not in this section. So I'm gonna need some geo at some point because I am about to encounter the blacksmith, or the nailsmith, I guess. Random little fact: the term whitesmith is also a term, and it was used primarily to refer to people who worked with tin or silver. Though I've also read that it referred to people who just did like cutlery and silverware. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly. It doesn't have any specific meaning, and there's sort of a reason why I think it didn't stick around in comparison to the term blacksmith. Or perhaps it's just that the military connotation of blacksmith, though I think largely it was more dealing with farming implements and horseshoes and such, more so than swords and armor. I think that just stuck around more probably because it was... Actually, now I kind of wonder, why did blacksmith stick around as common parlance, but whitesmith sort of got lost at the same time? I don't think I have enough. I think I need 500 for this. Have you brought me another nail to be honed? Leave it on the ground and return later, if you're still breathing.
Ranjo Stenja.
I love that line. Ranjo Stenja. Oh, I thought you were someone else. After a nailsmith, are you? Well, you found one. I'm not much for talk, but if it's a nail that needs repair, then you've come to the right bug. Your own nail is in quite a sorry state. It's obviously not one of mine. Still, anything can be refined with enough effort and skill, even that broken blade. If you'd like, I could reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. Oh, come on! You don't have the geo. Come and see me when you do. I will, in about 4 seconds, my dude. Oh, there's no more dudes alive in here. Oh, wait, no, there's these dudes. Nope, no, I need you to not fall in the water because I need your precious geo. There we go. We're good. That's all I needed. Christ. I bet you, actually, that's probably why they put dudes right out here, is because if you're, like, just barely shy, or you need, like, another 50 or whatever, I can imagine people would want to just grind in this room to go get it. So that was a kindness of their design. Ranjo Stenja. Oh, you've returned. If you'd like, I can reforge your nail. It'll make the blade far more deadly. I will pay Geo to strengthen nail. Also, this little cinematic is cool.
Jonsha.
As you wish. I'll get to work then.
Garadel Akari.
There we go. The reforging is complete. I've honed your nail's edge. You'll find it much stronger than it used to be. Head out there and test your strength against your foes. So, your starting nail damage is 5, and each nail upgrade increases it by 4. The final nail, there's 4 nail upgrades, so the final damage is 21. However, I don't know exactly why they did this, but you can tell because those little guys only take 1 hit now. But they also increase boss health relative to your nail damage, so that bosses, you can... Actually, I think I know why they did. They did it so because you can encounter bosses in basically any order, and they didn't want you to suddenly just start chumping bosses that would have been challenging if you'd showed up earlier. So every boss is of roughly the same relative difficulty as far as your the number of hits you have to deal to them is concerned. Which I think was a smart move. And some enemies do actually have their health bars increased slightly too. They scale by just a couple of points based on your damage, but not all of them. I think again for the same reason of they didn't want you to whatever the later areas whatever your quote later game areas were, they didn't want it to be totally cheesed by just you could just walk right through. They want the whole game to have the same relative level of challenge, and I respect that. I'm coming in here so I can have the conversation with Hornet if she's here. Yeah, there we go. Again we meet, little ghost. I'm normally quite perceptive. You I underestimated, though I've since guessed the truth. You've seen beyond this kingdom's bounds. Yours is resilience born of 2 voids. It's no surprise then you've managed to reach the heart of this world. In so doing, you shall know the sacrifice that keeps it standing. If, knowing that truth, you'd still attempt to roll in Hallownest's perpetuation, seek the grave in ash, and the mark it would grant to one like you. I know where that is. Memorial to the Hollow Knight, in the black vault far above, through its sacrifice, Hallownest lasts eternal. Not exactly, that's kind of the problem. Kind of the issue, actually, is that, yeah, that's where it's at. Kind of the whole point of the game is that it's not really eternal. Things are kind of falling apart with good, I guess, with a reason, maybe not good reason. I have to come around from the top to get through this doorway here. But I'm grabbing my money. I could sell some of my other stuff too. Ah. I think I have like 3 or 4 artifacts or relics. So this honestly, the way they set this up is a little bit strange. I kind of wish they telegraphed this better, because I've known multiple people who've gotten a little bit stuck from this. They're like, oh, I see the platforms up there, and it just doesn't really click that you're supposed to jump off this thing to get over here. It, doesn't quite feel like the path you're supposed to go. I know the first time I played, I was, I sequence break games all the time, because I've played a lot of platformers, and, the concept of sequence breaking is, sort of familiar to me. But, I feel like for a casual player, just thinking, oh, why don't I jump off the platform to get over this place? Maybe not their first instinct. So I kind of wish they telegraphed that just a little bit better. Very, very minor critique of that space. I mean, walking along the top here, I think is totally fine. There's nothing wrong with how they set the rest of this up. Just a simple little platforming challenge. Oops, missed. Well, I got him anyways. Good, another relic, which, I mean, that makes sense. They would give you a relic near where you're going to meet the relic seeker. So you have a chance to actually have something to sell him. I don't know what happens if you reach him without having anything. It's definitely possible. Big boys, chunky boys, doesn't matter, I got spells. So yeah, I'm going to go down to Lem real quick, go meet him, and then come back up this way, because that leads to Cornifer and...
Boris' son? Gian.
Aye. Come searching for rare items, have you? Well, hands off. This collection is mine, and I won't be selling to grubby little wanderers. Still, I imagine you come across many interesting items in your travels. Maybe you'd care to part with some? I'll offer a fair trade for each.
Velmi Artrid.
Velmi Artrid. Oh my god, I had 4 of these things? Hell yeah, give me that cash money, dog.
Oh, pal.
A Hallownest seal, eh? Very interesting, this. Do you know of the kingdom's 5 great knights? They're revered figures of Hallownest, often mentioned in the annals of the kingdom, but only as a group. Both their names and appearance seem to have been expunged from history. So long has passed since their time, it'd be a grand achievement to discover their identities.
Velmi Ardred.
I guess I should read what it says on these things. Halna seal. These ornate seals were the official symbols of the king and his knights. Notice the 4 little prongs and the 3 wings. You've seen this symbol elsewhere. They were treasured by those who carried them. The king and his knights are long gone, but the seals still hold value as curiosities. I'll pay a modest price for them. Wanderer's Journal. These journals give us an interesting glimpse into the minds and hearts of those who lived before us. They're a common find, so I can't offer you too much for them.
Velmi Ardred.
Another Halna seal. Pass it over. I enjoy collecting their like, but there's little information to be gleaned of each. Mind you, they do keep a nice shine about them, and there's nothing wrong with appreciating something purely on aesthetic merits.
Velmi Ardred. Kachael.
A Halna seal, eh? Give it here. Do you have anything else for me? If not, get your damp little self out of my home.
Velmi Ardred.
He's getting annoyed how many of these things I got for him.
War's son?
Another Halna seal. Others have told me there's a statue out by the city's entrance depicting a large knightly figure. Could be one of the kingdom's great 5. I'd have looked it over myself, but the gate's long been shut tight and there's too much hassle taking the long way around with all these blasted husks about.
Velmi Ardred. Oh, Paul.
A Wanderer's Journal, eh? Though they're common finds about the kingdom, I much enjoy the deciphered of their text. Read together, they paint a morbid tale. It seems fate was unkind to most who travel within Halonest's ruin.
Velmi Ardred.
Oh, by the way, I love this little detail, but if you look at the pane here, where it lists, like, the Wanderer's Journal in the selection, the top middle, it is just a little figure of Lem himself, which is so cute. Even, like, you see him, like,
Velmi
come up out of it and then go down again when the menu opens and closes. That's such a good little polished detail. Wonderful.
Kachael.
Another Wanderer's Journal. I might not offer a lot for each, but they're plentiful about the caverns, and I doubt you'll find another willing to make a trade for Geo.
Helmadelka.
Looks like you don't have any relics on you. If you manage to find any in good condition, bring them to me and I'll give you a fair amount of Geo for them. Oh, I guess that's what he would say if you don't. But you can also talk to him.
War's son? Gian.
No touching the antiques. My stock is not for sale. Still, if you've managed to come upon any interesting trinkets during your travels, I may be willing to trade. Step over to the counter here and I'll see what you've got. Has he got anything else to say?
War's son? Gian.
There's a forgotten history hidden in this kingdom's antiques, though few seem willing to look. Others come just to claw away at the cracks and ruins. Pah! Scavengers and thieves. It's contemptible.
Helmadelka.
We've talked enough, I think. Relics need cleaning. Texts need deciphering. Out with you. This isn't a museum. He's very rude, but he does pay me for his services, so I can't complain too much. And then, yeah, okay, this is just a stopping point, right? Oh, I think if I go to the top... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Blast it. All right. If I go to the top, it's a locked door anyway, so I have to go up this way, I believe. Yeah. Good... Oh, my God. Pro dodge. Look at this guy. Dodging out of the way and getting a good, successful attack on me. Some MLG pro shit over here. These flying guys are kind of a hassle. Oh, that's right. I have... What am I doing? I have the up attack. God, I went out of my way to get that, too. Need to be more mindful of my... What? Huh? Whoa, this collision's a little bit weird. That seems like an accident, maybe. Is it? Or is it a shortcut back here or something? Yeah, look at that. Isn't that weird? So the collision lines up with the wall below it, but then this part doesn't line up at all. I love all the stacks of books or texts everywhere. There's just like an abandoned city. I mean, it is literally an abandoned city, so it's not like an abandoned city. Okay. Just little corners for guys to hang out in, little things for you to do. I mean, oh, right. I like the idea that enemies in this game are sort of miniature, mobile, aggressive treasure caches, right? So, like, you want to go find geocaches whenever they're hidden places, but, like, even an enemy in a... Oh, fucking got me. Even enemies in, like, a tight spot are worth... That's not what I meant to do. Are worth something as well, so... There's value in them. This used to actually be one big room, but during the Lifeblood patch, they split it into 2 parts. I'm not sure if that was for Switch performance reasons, or just to make the rooms a little bit easier to navigate. There's another switch down here that I'm gonna get. Ow. So that I can get back up this way without having to take the elevator. There we go. Okay, and now, so to the right, I believe is Soul Sanctum. And then up here will take me to Cornifer. Oh, and of course, gotta get my grub. Gotta have my grubs. Yeah, so Cornifer's this way. That's why I have the little page. Oh. God damn it. Also, I'll let it play for a little bit because the attack music here was added during the Lifeblood update as well. Shit. I'm alright. Just be a little bit safer. I think it's just the 3 guys. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then there's the bench right up here. Got plenty of money to buy this map, though. Oh, hold on. I love this bench animation. This is the best. Are you ready for it? Tonk. Chunk. Dick. Love it. All right. Isn't this a change from those twisty natural caverns? The rain does cast something of a sadness upon it all, but the architecture is simply splendid. Charting upon a different space is quite the challenge, the one I've eagerly undertaken. Perhaps you care to purchase a copy of my achievement so far? Thanks, Cornifer. We've both come far to reach this grand place. While I'm about these buildings, I must remember to collect a trick or two for Isilda. Okay, so to the left is the Stagway and the key. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just gonna go because I haven't gotten the shopkeeper's key or whatever, so I can buy the ornate key or whatever it's called from Sly, which opens up the door for the fireball upgrade. So I don't need to worry about that yet. And I'm not gonna make a detour all the way to Crystal Peaks because I can't get there until I beat this guy anyways. So I'm gonna do Soul Sanctum. Come on, there he is. There's the big dumb idiot. Think you're so tough? You are in fact not tough. I know how to fuck you up. Oh, I don't need to heal at all. I didn't take any damage. Those guys are a huge pain in the ass the first time you play. They are extremely aggressive and you are not ready for them. But I will go back this way to open up the shortcut. I mean, like, I am not going to pretend I just, like, walked through this game the first time, because I got my ass kicked quite a bit. It was a very good challenge. It's just, I just played it for, like, 150 hours, so it's easy for me now. An ornate door made from glistening metal. There's a slot for some kind of key. That is the ornate key, or whatever it's called that you buy. It even actually has a little soul caster dude picture on it. If you look at it, it's like one of their faces. Little details like that, very, very dark Soulian. Should be yet one of those guys. Forget what those guys are called. I bet I could just look though. I have just realized I have not been reading any of these entries at all, but that's okay. A lot of enemies. Oh, they're called mistakes. That's right. Once a highly intelligent bug deformed by the misuse of soul. That doesn't bother me as the knight because it's sort of my purpose. F off. No. Huh, I thought he would have been dead already. I thought the one blast would have done a number on him. So my attack does 9 damage and my, oh, that was good. Ooh, one of those is all I need. Okay. My attack is 9 damage and my fireball is 15 damage. Record Abba, the mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints, to attain a pure focus. Is it even possible? I'll just climb up, it's fine. I think I got everything here already. Oh, that's just for calling the elevator up. Uh-oh, yeah, okay. This is a fun room. Yo, what up, dude? Shit. Not me to eat a couple of hits from him that way. Or a hit. I'm actually getting a really good pattern. Him just doing this over and over again is quite good at turning me on. Yep, easy peasy. If it weren't for that first initial hit, I would have just totally smoked him. I'll open up the shortcut down here. There's a couple of mistakes and 2 casters, I think. Yeah, there's one of them. Oh, hold on. I was trying to use that, but I did not have enough soul on me yet. I didn't realize until it was slightly too late. Woo! Okay, got him. Get my health back up. So anybody who's... I hope, like, honestly, I hope you're not watching this video and you haven't played this game yet. Because I don't want to... I know more or less every detail of this game in and out, and unless you're like, this game is too hard for me, or I just don't, you know, I can't afford it or something, I want you to be able to experience these you know, moments for yourself, because this game is so good. Yeah, I think it's one of the best games ever made, and I've played a lot of video games. I might be a little bit partial to Metroidvanias and 2D platformers in general, but the control and the storytelling and everything in this game is just exquisite. I think it does a fantastic job. This game is a deep inspiration to me as a game designer. I mean, a lot of it comes from... I've played games where the creators were sort of like artists first and game designers second, but they managed to be both artists and game designers. They managed to elevate the craft of game design to an art in addition to the visual and oral brilliance that comes from this game. So once again, Team Cherry, thank you for making a really good video game. Like, little shit, like the screen shake when you break stuff. Where is it again? Look at that, just like, it's a really subtle shudder, but it adds just a little bit of weight to everything you do. To be perfectly honest, I only just noticed that screen shake now. Like, it's such an organic experience otherwise, it's not... Like, these little details should be organic. You shouldn't be like, oh, that's cool, they did a little thing. You should just be like, this feels right. Whatever, I'll just eat the hits, I just want him dead. There we go, got him. It's like good camera work in a video game. Good camera work should be invisible. If the camera ever breaks or is like a pain in the ass, then that's when you notice it, and that's not good. It's not a good sign. It breaks the immersion. I need one more hit, and then I can do a spell on him. There we go. Okay, so I can't go up there because that's a breakable thing above me. Yeah, this room is pretty spicy your first time through. And I'll get Soul Twister up here. Oh, the mistake is not usually right at the edge there. And then the flying mistakes and stuff. I'll collect enough soul here to blast them. A couple extras there. Yeah, I love that they close off your viewpoint so you can't tell that there's enemies that spawn to the left there, and you're just like, oh shit! You can hear them. But you have to be paying attention to catch that. Love a little floppy there with the little flailing arms at you. Alright, boss time. I love this boss fight. This is a good boss fight. So you go in the room and you're like, okay, this is clearly a boss room. You're like, door lock's behind me, and you're like, okay, great. You're like, what's that? What's that up there? What's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, this is 1000% a boss. And this music. Oh, nice. Sorry, I was being quiet there because I wanted you to get a chance to hear some of the music a little bit if it's loud enough. You know, like organs and stuff, and like a very gothic castle kind of setup. It's good. Very Castlevania-y. I'm just absolutely wrecking this dude's shit, and I'm completely pushing it. Yeah, wow, that was a short one. That's not normally that short of a fight. The lesson there is always to blast him with spells if you can. That was easy. Fight over, right?
Right? The fight's over right now?
Psych! I want to know the death counter for the people who beat this boss and then got smoked on the second phase here. So cheeky, I love it. Just getting out of the way so I get a full spell blast on him like that. Woo! Yep, that's it. I got him in one phase because I had the up attack. Hell yeah. And if I had the Dream Nail here, I could fight the Dream variant right away, Soul Tyrant. He's not... He is harder because he does his attacks more frequently. Oh, give me that slam. Give me that ground pound. Love it. Desolate Dive, baby. Oh, this is such a satisfying ability. I will use it in its natural environment in just a moment. There's a bunch of stuff here to get, so I'm gonna get that in a second. There's something up here to get. Did I always forget about? I don't think I caught this the first time. Wait, where is it? Yeah, it's right here. You can only hear it. You can't see it. Just a geocache and a note. Record sender, spare thought for those consumed. Through their grace we are evolved. No plague of mine shall overcome us now. You always got, I mean, you gotta give something like that a sinister voice, right? Ta-da! Give me that money. You always gotta have like a money cache after the boss too. They give you plenty of soul recharge. Now we will crush down here. And they even put enemies in the way too, so that you can see that it deals damage to enemies. It's a very good spell too, because you get iframes on the use there. You saw how like the guy was overlapping with me, but I just kind of walked through him. Those iframes are pretty important. Love it. God, the game feel in this game is splendid. Let's get this. Another Hell in a Seal for more money. I have a lot of geo at this point. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so just more stuff. I'm gonna come back up to get that grub in a second. What's up, buds? Just having a little fun with it. Why play video games if you're not gonna have fun with it, you know? When you get cool, fun feeling abilities, have fun with the abilities. Blast them. So anyways, stop blasting. Open that. Go up. I think there's one more. Yep, two more. Got him. Gathering Swarm will get those. Oh wait, no, I gotta get the grub. That's right. I'm generally pretty good about using my entire toolkit. I'm always considering what's going to be the most impactful ability in my arsenal at any given moment, and I try and use that. I just realized you can see a soul totem in the background there. Oh, one more. There's a soul totem in the background there. And then, by the way, a huge fucking pile of corpses. They were just draining the shit out of all of these bugs for all their soul to try and find a way to, I forget if it was like if this was about containing the radiance or if this was just something else. Yeah, see like one active soul totem in the foreground, bunch of consumed ones in the background. Nah, bud. I'll give you plenty of sources of soul here so you can go ka-slam. And one more ka-slam over here. Come on and slam. And then, yeah, I probably want to just go right to get out. That's a little bit quicker. Then I don't have to futz with the elevator. And I think the guys are all still dead because there's no benches in here. Oh, I guess not. Oh, because these guys are small guys and they respawn on room reset. That's why. Something to consider. And we're done. That was Soul Sanctum, which I apologize if... It is hard the first time. Soul Sanctum is very hard. You will probably not breeze through it on your first try. It is okay. You should not feel bad about that. I would say Soul Sanctum is the first major jump, or the second major jump in difficulty after like Hornet. I guess Mantis Lords also are pretty tough. So I'm gonna go get the key now. And let's see, do I want to go down to the sewer? Do I want to get Isma's tier? Oh, that's right. Fuck, did I miss Zote? Oh, Zote's usually in here. Is he in here? He might be further up. I gotta run into Zote. Or is it because I ran into him in Deep Nest already? He's still stuck in there. Oh, that's right. I left Zote in Deep Nest. We'll figure it out. Open that up. We'll go back and free Zote in a second. Rude. I need to come back to this room anyways for the dream tree thingy, whatever it's called. Okay, I don't think there's any breakables here. What are we doing on time? We got 15 minutes. Man, we're really blowing through this this area. It's a quick one. This is, I feel like this whole section, City of Tears and Soul Sanctum, is a much you slow down quite a bit on your first playthrough because you don't really, there's a lot to navigate. So there's the first key, which we can use to open up the sewers. It's a big area, you don't know where to go, there's a lot of getting around, you're gonna die a couple of times, there's just a lot of stuff happening. No, nothing there, okay. You have to come back to it. It's since it's the center of the map anyways, you end up retreading through it a couple of times for different reasons. Okay, I'll just do that. Get easy on myself. Is there anything over here? There is not. Just guys. Another relic, I believe. Yes, sir, ma'am. We need an honorific like sir or ma'am for non-binary folks. You could go with master, because that's what they usually do for children. But that seems a little insulting. We can always just go with my liege for everybody. That would be an option. Or is liege male? Is that male gendered? I hadn't thought about it. I know obviously my lord is because my lady is the feminine form of that. Let's get this. Hell yeah. Give me that stagway. Okay, cool. So yeah, you see the reason the map is kind of pushed over to the left like that is because there is a whole east side of City of Tears we haven't gotten to yet. I skipped, the hallway that leads to it is where Zote is. That's right. Forget how, there's a couple ways to get over here. You can get in from the sewers, there's a back door from the sewers. You can come in from Kingdom's Edge. I forget if you can just come in from the left side though. Let's see, where do I want to go? And look at how all the different sprites used for the stag like kind of settle onto each other. I wonder if he's actually a composite sprite where it's like several game objects stitched together with individual sprites to make him move like that, or if they just had one sprite with a set of animations. I mean, it seems like they probably, if they did one sprite with a set of animations, they were still using components to build it up like that. Okay, so if I go left, that is to... Oh, that's going to open... No, that's going to go to the elevator that's going to take me back to Forgotten Crossroads. I do want to open that up just so I have another way to get into City of Tears easily. There's nothing up here, right? You can pogo off those. I've also heard, there's the Tumblr post that's gone around the internet about like, don't sir or ma'am me, you'll refer to me as my good bitch or nothing at all. Hell yeah, give me that tollway. This also takes me to... Oh yeah, there's the symbol of the king again up there. Yeah, the visual symbols in this game is extremely good. They were like, these are the symbols we're going to use, and they plastered them everywhere. And there's a reason for them to be everywhere, because you're in the kingdom, and it's the king's symbol. And it kind of like really ties the room together, you know? Okay, so there's a path up top, and then there's the path down below. This is just a little extra treasure thing. I don't even know if I found this the first time. Probably, because you can hear the guys walking around up there, and you're like, I'm missing something in this room. Uh-oh. Nah. And then grub or mask fragment, or is it a... Yeah, it's an orb piece. Soul container piece. These are nice, but I don't really struggle as far as my soul generation and soul use is concerned. I don't need to bank it as much. So I don't chase after those as much as I would go after health upgrades if I was going to get anything. Okay, so there's this. I have already been... Oh, no, I actually haven't been to this room. This other room is completely empty. There's nothing in it, enemy-wise. It's just here. There's just stuff, which is cool. I'm glad that there are occasionally rooms that are just visual. That's the thing they offer to the game. Okay, so I could just take this path right now instead of going... I mean, I was at the Stagway anyways, so yeah, I could just keep going up and go to Crystal Peaks. We got 10 minutes left. Yeah, I can go through a bunch of Crystal Peaks. In fact, I can probably get to the bench in the middle of it and beat that boss before the time is up, so I'll go ahead and do that. Getting pretty hungry. Getting hungry. When I get hungry, I get angry. And I don't want to be angry or hungry. Hell yeah. Today's been a pretty good day overall. I got some more work done on the game, which is a thing that I try and do at least every other day at best. Based on I've been doing devlogs for every day I'm working, where I try and put down my notes and like what I did and how I accomplished it, to sort of just cement my implementation of stuff in my head. So like if I need to re-implement it later, or just like, you know, things crystallize in your brain. No pun intended. They crystallize in your brain better. Oh, I don't want to talk to Mila. It's depressing. I'm not going to do their voice, though, because I shouldn't try and do a squeaky voice. But they're starting to succumb. See, they're not so cheerful anymore. Bury my body, cover my shell. What meaning to darkness, yet here I remain. I'll wait here forever till light blooms again. Bury body, cover shell. Darkness, no meaning. Dangerous! Still remain. Light! Again. It's sad. And when you come here later, they are no longer Mila. They're just a little angry bug. It's so sad. They're succumbing to the radiance. You can tell because of the orange in their eyes. I'm not going to run back there because you can just rewind the video. But so here's the entrance to the one entrance to Crystal Peaks. Uh-oh. I'm going to go this way because I can grab a... I haven't gotten one of these before, and I haven't needed one, but these are putrid eggs. You can trade them to Gigi, who is in the locked doorway on the right end of Dirtmouth. They will recover your shade. So if you die somewhere and you don't want to lose all your geo and you don't think you can get it back, you can talk to Gigi and they'll help you get it back. So this is where you need the lantern. This is the other entrance you can get in. If you have the Lumify lantern, which, speaking of which, maybe I should spend my geo on that. Next time I'm in town, I'll go pick it up. Because I'm going to get the shopkeeper's key in here anyways. And then I'll go back to Sly, so I'll do that. What was I saying? Oh, rancid egg. So you give a rancid egg to Gigi and they'll recover your shade for you. But I don't think that's going to be necessary for me. Have I died yet? Have I died at all? I could have done this as a Steel Soul run probably if I wanted to. I was even considering it, but I wanted to keep things loose. I think that's something up there, but I obviously can't reach it yet. This level is very cool. It's very satisfying crunching the... there it is, yeah. It's very satisfying crunching the crystals and stuff. The music's really good. It's also a nice, cool purpley color. So yes, there is a bench over here. So this is the bottom path, which you don't need the wall climb to navigate. I think a lot of people seem to forget this bench, it feels like. Because like if you come in here with the wall climb, you probably just like, you probably just go in here and then go straight up. At least that's what I did. I was just like, cool, I'm climbing up, and then I just kept going up, and I didn't bother going right, so I missed the sign. But that's kind of my own fault for not exploring the room more fully before I left. There's not a lot of unique enemies in this area, now that I recall. It's really just the crystal miners and these bugs, and then, well, we'll meet the other ones in a second. Oh, and I guess the flying guys. So 4 types? That's not bad diversity. It's not, like, super simple, but it's also not super rich. It sort of makes sense. It's a mine. It was a fully operational mine situation. It's not like there's normally wildlife hanging around mines, and... Why am I having such a hard time jumping off of this? Okay, I'm pressing away from the wall, and I just need to hit jump. It sticks you to the wall, unlike most times you do wall jumping. I'll get the secret here, it's pretty easy. You just do some dashes, and then you do some dashes again. It's for a grub. It's for a grub cause. Yeah. So little platformer trick there. You know that the dash is the right call to make instead of trying to jump, because you could jump up past those gaps, because the path, the safe path is a horizontal line, and dash is your horizontal movement ability, so prioritize the ability that moves you in exactly the direction that the path of safety exists. If it was an arc, then that's where jumping would be a safer ability to use. So these guys, I didn't know for the longest time you could actually kill them. You can't kill them with your nail, but you can blast them, which is certainly nice for not getting lasered in the face. Do this. I don't know if I have the tool to get through here. I might need the... I need the crystal dash for this. This is the crystal dash challenge in here. A couple areas have them. Alright. Whoop. Yep, snuck right in there. I'm alright. Uh-oh. 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 Taking damage. Uh-oh. Sorry, we're actually getting pretty near the bench. And corner for 2 while we're at it. There he is. He's this way. Come to scale the mountain. I've heard tale of a summit way up there. Too far for me, though, and I'm not really one for heights. I jabbed myself in one of those crystals back there. Awful sharp they are and all over the place. You'd best watch yourself if you're heading up. I will, thank you. Now we got a map. So the room I am after is, I think it's just to the right here, as a matter of fact. Yeah. I could go, wait, is it? No, it's the one, it's I gotta go up, because I gotta go, yeah, I'm sorry, it's not that room to the right. That's a connective room. It's this way. So yeah, I have just enough time here to beat the dude and get to the end, get to the bonfire, the bench. Okay, so I guess there are 5 different enemies. Yeah, that's the one. So like, oh cool, bench symbol, and you're like, oh sweet safety. I know of at least one person who was angry about this. They did not like having a bench being guarded by a boss like this. And you're like, okay, cool. Well, you can literally just walk past him too. You're like, okay, I don't want to fight him right now. You're like, well, I want to sit on the bench, he's in the way. So you tap him, and he's like, oh boy. So what makes this boss challenging is the fact that you actually have enough time to do a normal jump to dodge the laser, but because of the telegraph moment, the telegraph time there, you seem like you're in more danger, and you end up jumping a lot earlier than you actually need to. So you're like, I'm actually hanging out in the laser's line there for a pretty decent amount of time. Oh shit. I'm getting hit by those things more than I'm getting hit by the aimed laser. That was my fault. It's not too bad. You can also do something like that. That was a good finish. So that's the thing that also, I didn't do it at all in the fight, but you can stall yourself a little bit in the air by doing a dash. That gives you a little bit more time in the air. So if they're doing the horizontal laser and you don't like the timing of it, jump and do a dash towards them, or do a dash away from them, or whatever. They'll probably towards them. That was pretty quick. But I'm okay with ending this episode slightly early. Usually the episodes go a little bit long, but this is a good breaking point. Good ol' Hollow Knight. Hollow Boy, Hollow Construct, neither boy nor girl. Nor gendered, nor I'm sure even technically a living thing. We'll get to that later. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.